the night something came to the house. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Umair, my story today. Most strange stories begin with a small, unexplained event, a strange sound, a flash of light, a feeling that something isn't right. But sometimes those small moments turn into something far more terrifying. Today's story is about a quiet night in the countryside, a mysterious noise, and two shadowy figures that appeared without warning. Let's begin. A few years ago, I spent a weekend at my boyfriend's family home. The property was enormous and surrounded by open fields and woods. It was peaceful during the day, but at night the isolation felt unsettling. His parents were away, leaving the entire house to us. The evening was perfect. We cooked dinner, watched movies, played games, and enjoyed the quiet atmosphere. Around 1 in the morning, we fell asleep on the couch while watching a movie. Then everything changed. A deafening sound suddenly exploded through the house. It was so loud that it instantly woke both of us. The windows rattled. The floor seemed to vibrate. For a moment, I thought an earthquake had hit. The noise lasted only a few seconds before disappearing. We rushed to the large living room window and looked outside. Nothing. The yard was completely empty. No vehicles. No people. No explanation. As we tried to understand what had happened, an intense flash of light illuminated the entire backyard. It looked almost like lightning, except there wasn't a cloud in the sky. Again, we looked outside. Again, nothing was there. At this point, we were genuinely nervous. My boyfriend switched off every light in the house so we could see outside more clearly. The darkness made everything worse. Then something happened that neither of us expected. The backyard floodlight suddenly turned on by itself. The motion sensor had detected something, but whatever triggered it wasn't visible. A few moments later, we heard a strange sound outside. It almost sounded like whispering. Not normal whispering, more like several voices speaking in a language neither of us recognized. The sound seemed to drift around the house. Then my boyfriend froze. Without saying a word, he pointed toward a side window. I looked. Two dark silhouettes slowly moved past the glass. Their movements didn't seem natural. They appeared to sway as they walked. Every instinct in my body screamed that something was wrong. I immediately told him to call the police. But when he checked his phone, there was no signal. Not even Wi-Fi. I checked mine. Nothing. The house was completely disconnected. That's when we heard someone trying to open the side door. The handle rattled violently. Someone or something was attempting to get inside. Fear completely took over. I started screaming. The noise stopped immediately, but the shadows remained outside, standing still, watching. Then the strange whispering returned. My boyfriend shouted through the door, claiming he had a weapon and warning whoever was outside to leave. The truth was, he didn't. He was simply desperate. Before anything else could happen, the same terrifying sound that woke us up blasted through the house again. The vibration was so intense that we covered our ears. The moment it stopped, the shadows were gone. Completely gone. At the exact same time, our phones suddenly regained signal. Then something impossible happened. Both the front door and side door flew open at the same moment. The doors had been locked, yet they burst open as if someone had forced them. We expected someone to rush inside, but nobody did. The house was silent. I immediately called emergency services. When officers finally arrived, they searched the property but found nothing. No footprints, no signs of trespassing, no evidence that anyone had ever been there. To them, it sounded impossible. To us, it had just happened. We stayed awake until sunrise. Neither of us could stop replaying the events in our minds. The strange sound, the flashes of light, the whispering voices, the shadowy figures, and the locked doors opening by themselves. Years later, I still don't know what we witnessed that night. Maybe there is a logical explanation. Maybe there isn't. But one thing is certain. Whatever was outside that house was unlike anything I'd ever experienced before. And to this day, I still avoid looking out dark windows in the middle of the night. Because sometimes, You never know what might be looking back. What do you think really happened that night? Were they intruders, a strange natural phenomenon, or something far more mysterious? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow Umair My Story Today for more chilling stories every week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.